Sacha Cohen, the king of fake news. Because what they do is they act like they're comedians, but then the media puts out the late night comedy shows like Homeland, all these so-called entertainment shows from the opposition to you name it, are designed to target InfoWars in their own admissions. And then they put it out like the things they're saying, bigoted, hateful, racist, are things we said. And then they have CNN come out today and call for InfoWars to be banned. Make ready to land our troops beyond their energy field. And we've definitely landed our troops in Washington, and we are taking the republic back, but the globalists are striking back and fighting as hard as they can. Well, I suspected this 6 months ago, but now we've confirmed it. Sacha Cohen, we're digging out the emails right now, via Showtime, was targeting InfoWars and wanting in the building. And I just have a policy where I basically don't talk to mainstream media anymore. They're like, oh, we want to show both sides of the divide in America. We want to do a fair piece. And as soon as I saw Sarah Palin putting out the text last night that they'd sent her, the deceptive text, I went, wait, I've read those exact emails, and I've heard my producer talk about them telling them that. And after about a month of them incessantly calling, I said, don't call her anymore. Sacha Cohen, the king of fake news. Because what they do is they act like they're comedians, but then the media puts out the late night comedy shows like Homeland, all these so-called entertainment shows from the opposition to you name it, are designed to target InfoWars in their own admissions. And then they put it out like the things they're saying, bigoted, hateful, racist, are things we said. And then they have CNN come out today and call for InfoWars to be banned. CNN officially sent their head of media operations to Facebook, and CNN Money has the headline that they're calling for me to be removed from the internet. They want our apps removed. They want us kicked off Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. They don't want us to have access to Google Store, which has already happened. They don't want us to have advertising to any of this. And then they misrepresent things I've said or done as the excuse. A few months ago, CNN said, ban him from YouTube. He says no one died at Parkland. It's all fake. Never said that. You said that. You are fake news. And look at the smiling possum grin of a possum sitting over a nice big pile of dog crap it found that it wants to eat. Facebook touts fight on fake news, but struggles to explain why InfoWars isn't banned. Wow, what an American organization. At CNN, we love the American people. We don't hate the American people. Remember Wolf Blitzer? So Trump calls you fake news. Does that mean you get banned? No. It means everyone tunes out and your ratings go from non-existent to negative. You have to force feed at hotels and restaurants and bus terminals and schools. When I was in high school 27 years ago, man, I'm getting old. 27 years ago, they put in TVs when I was a sophomore in Rockwall, Texas. And then I moved down here the next year, and they had the TVs in there. In your first period, you would watch 15 minutes of CNN propaganda. And it was all race war, whites are bad, guns are bad. It was incredible. And CNN paid for the entire TV system to be put into the entire school, set of projectors, in Rockwall, Texas, and then in Austin, Texas, and I learned nationwide to force feed their garbage. So they are openly saying they want to ban InfoWars. They're all over the news saying it. They have Sacha Cohen stalking us, dressed up with InfoWars shirts and stickers, going around saying horrible racist things. That's in the news today. And so in the movie, he dresses like an InfoWars listener, and then runs around saying racist things. Total defamation on a whole group of people that are pro-America and pro-free market. This is how they operate. So I'm going to be breaking this down today. We're going to be getting into the incredible hearings that are taking place. GOP lawmakers threaten FBI agent Peter Strzok with contempt for refusing to answer questions on Mueller probe. U.S. Marshals serve subpoena on FBI lawyer Lisa Page. Congress threatens to hold her in contempt. It's all coming up, ladies and gentlemen, today. We've got them in the crosshairs. But that said, it's neck and neck. We are starting to win, but we're far from having the main victory. And if people don't take this very, very seriously, they've got a few aces up their sleeve. The globalists are going to at least bring in a total destabilization, as they're already starting to do, to try to stop America's return. So this is a total fight. You see CNN trying to collapse our borders. You see the mainstream media and the Democrats rooting against Trump when we pay half of the NATO bill and 20-something other countries pay almost nothing. And they call that traitorous and bad and hurting America. You just see how much they hate America, how much they hate the American people, how they've been for generations, several, 60 years or so, selling out our infrastructure. I mean, look at these headlines. Sarah Palin isn't the only one. Dick Cheney, Bernie Sanders also got duped by Sacha Baron Cohen. Exclusive Breitbart, Sacha Baron Cohen posed as disabled veteran Trump voter with bullet necklace and InfoWars stickers. And then meanwhile, Hillary Clinton calls for InfoWars to be banned. Homeland blames Alex Jones' character for fake news and then says things I never said. And then they use this in CNN articles to go, look, ban InfoWars. Look, everybody hates him. No, you hate me. Fake news is television's favorite news storyline. The Atlantic. And then it talks about InfoWars. They quote things that they say I said on the TV show, on a fiction show on Showtime, and then use that as a way to, quote, ban InfoWars because Homeland said it. And then weird Democrat voters watch this crap, dozens of shows against me, and then they believe when they see me on the street that I'm really that person. Talk about weak-minded. We've got all the Hillary clips calling for me to be banned, and she's still directing this. And it's said, we've got to get fake news banned by the midterms or the Republicans will stay in power. We've got all the clips coming up. And then they're directly attacking InfoWars as the case point. They've got all these fake TV shows attacking me with fake news and then saying I need to be removed because I'm fake news so I can't, and this is the key, defend myself while they demonize and attack me. Here it is, CNN lobbies Facebook to shut down InfoWars, the new story today. And they're at the conference openly saying it isn't enough to shadow ban them or block their articles. We want it totally banned. Because Jones says Trump is getting ready to come out and go public and expose Mueller for the 9/11 cover-up. Trump's already done that. His people have already done it. And that's a real source as well. Just wait and watch. No, they know I'm real news. That's why they're scared. But they lied about WMDs. They lied about the Martin Luther King bust being taken out of the White House. They lied about Trump not visiting Scalise in the hospital. They're known liars. So if you've been caught making a mistake, do you get taken off the air? They've been caught lying. So many times you can't even keep track of it. Facebook touts fight on fake news, but struggles to explain why InfoWars isn't banned. CNN today. And you've got one of the heads of CNN, this is CNN officially, lobbying for another news organization to be shut down. You talk about authoritarian. Hey, here's how you counter it. We've got for Apple and for Android an amazing new free app. It's InfoWars Official. There's hundreds of apps out there. It's InfoWars Official. Live feeds, audio feeds, podcast, alerts when live videos go live, news feeds, everything. Go to InfoWars.com/app. InfoWars.com/app right now and download it for free. But even more importantly, this isn't just some app like you collect apps. You're going to use this. Tell everybody you know about it, this is the forbidden info. This is the guy they don't want you to hear. This is the guy they're demonizing everywhere. Obviously, you want to then go find out what it is they're so scared of. It's free right now. We'll be right back on the other side of this break. InfoWars.com, NewsWars.com. The 12th day of July, 2018. Imagine if you'd have read or heard 10 years ago that in 2018, Hillary Clinton and the Democratic Party in congressional hearings on television would be calling for conservative and libertarian, nationalist, and Christian news to be banned. And that mainline Christian country singers just singing about Jesus, this happened last week, we covered it, would be banned from advertising on Facebook because they were told it was political to say Jesus. Or that Google and Apple would remove Easter off of their list of holidays on their official calendars that are on your iPhones and Androids, but have all the Islamic holidays show up. It's all about rubbing your nose in it. They hate flyover country. They hate America. And then imagine if I told you 10 years ago that they would have late night comedy every night and 2 or 3 shows on Comedy Central and 2 shows on HBO and 2 shows on Showtime, modeled after Alex Jones, where they then misrepresent what I say and do to demonize me. Remember a year and a half ago, Chris Carter came out and said, Alex Jones isn't a racist, he's a libertarian. And I've created a character that's positive based on him for the show. And what was Chris Carter saying right there? He's in Hollywood. He knew the hit orders had gone out, and he wasn't going along with it. Well, all the other shows did, but Chris Carter. Everybody else demonized who I am and lied about me, except Chris Carter and Matt Drudge. Everybody else is afraid to be associated with us because we hit the barbed wire, we tell the tough stories, we tell the truth. So the enemy then misrepresents who we are, and they even admit in Atlantic Monthly, TV's favorite storyline, from cop shows to you name it, so many I can't even keep track, is fake news. And then who do they define as fake news? There it is, Alex Jones, InfoWars. And then they misrepresent what we've said and done, so people hate me, weak-minded people that think dramas and comedy shows are real. They have a whole show, The Opposition, they just canceled because of low ratings, based on misrepresenting what we say and do. They steal your identity, they lie about you, and then they have congressional hearings saying shut down InfoWars everywhere. They have congressional hearings. I have all the articles right here. They unleash Sacha Baron Cohen, dressed up in InfoWars T-shirts and InfoWars stickers, to run around the country saying the most racist, homophobic, hateful things attributed to me. Defamation on its face, but protected because I'm a public figure. Then they file a bunch of fake lawsuits misrepresenting what I've said to put out twisted and false statements against me, to then use the lawsuits as prima facie evidence that I should be taken off every internet platform. That's how they're doing it. Look at drudgereport.com. It's got the article right there. Sacha Baron Cohen posed as disabled veteran, Trump voter with bullet necklace and InfoWars stickers in Palin prank. I confirmed a month ago from one of our military sources, who's a real military officer, real background, that they had been approached by Sacha Baron Cohen. And I guess they thought they could work with him and found out they were set up. But they couldn't get in the building. And 6 months ago, we've got the emails. Oh, Showtime, we're your friend. We want to show both sides. We want to be fair. And I looked right at the producer, Nico, and I said, Nico, it'll be some comedy hit piece show. I wasn't thinking Sacha Baron Cohen, but that's exactly what it is. Imagine making fun of brain damaged and disabled veterans And then they went out, I guess, to a military hospital where people are listed as having brain disorders from being in explosions, and then tried to have veterans reach out to us. So I'm just now deciphering all of this, but let me tell you, it's sick. Who is America? And it all clicked last night that I remember one of our sources told us Cohen was after me a month ago. And then I was reading what Palin put out in her text messages. She sent screenshots of how they lied to her and how they said it was about both sides of America and bringing America together and just seeing what both sides are really saying. I was like, whoa, that's exactly what they told us. And I'm like, boom. And then I walk in this morning and they go, what, you haven't read Drudge Report? I said, well, yeah, I did look at it, but no, InfoWars. He's dressed up in InfoWars outfits, which is exactly what I was told. And I'm going to go ahead and start spilling the beans. It looks like he was able to try to infiltrate Kanye West, too. Other targets of the globalist, Elon Musk. Sacha Baron Cohen is some type of intelligence operative. There's no doubt. This isn't a comedian. This is a saboteur. And now Sarah Silverman's reaching out to a Trump supporter saying, I love you. And that's all they can do is pure deception. And then Sarah Palin said they changed her flights that they'd paid for to fly her out for the interview to drop her in the middle of nowhere with no connecting flights for a day, just as an act of evil. Because this is all military attacks. Let me tell you something. You can't talk to leftists. You can't let them in your building. Der Spiegel begged to be in here, all this other stuff, and I was the last people I let in. And I got barbecue for them. And I said, would you like some brisket, like some sausage? And the guy laughed. And then he said in the newspaper that I said, you want to suck my sausage. That's Der Spiegel, formerly the most respected publication in Deutschland. Total lie, total fraud, total scam. These people will do anything. They have been authorized by their big corporations to push it to the wall. So that's what they do over and over and over again, and they're preying on you. So they have entertainment shows and all the rest of them sitting there misrepresenting who we are. Then they file fake lawsuits. Then they go to Congress and call for censorship. Then they have the big tech companies shadow ban everybody. And then once the precedent's set, they do it to everyone. And that's in the news with CNN, the London Guardian, all of them today, saying, we want Alex Jones banned. That's on InfoWars.com right now with a direct link of one of the major heads of operations at CNN lobbying to have us banned. And they said, sir, we already censor him down to nothing. They said, that's not enough. We want him banned completely. Isn't that dangerous?
Finish him. Antifa! Flawless victory.
You know, someone very profoundly once said many years ago that if fascism ever comes to America, it'll come in the name of liberalism.
He goes to jail. He goes to jail. Lock him up.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
Extendowise, the latest product from InfoWarsLife.com, fuses all the known compounds that have been proven to be good for our hearts and cardiovascular system. And listen, everybody's got a heart. Well, actually, maybe Hillary and George Soros don't, but everybody else has a heart, and this product is amazing. So if you have a heart and you want the very best product out there that's designed to aid a healthy heart and cardiovascular system, it's Extendowise, available at InfoWarsLife.com. And like all of our products are game changers, this baby is the most souped up, awesome version the top formulators can come up with and still be affordable. It's one of the very best heart pills out there. It's Extendowise. So get some for yourself and family and friends. It's got the very best fish oil from the fjords. It's very, very pure, very, very clean, and has the EPA type that is specifically good for the heart, cardiovascular system. It's got the properly formulated type of CoQ10 and more. It is Extendowise, now available at InfoWarsLife.com.